Alrighty, so this is my first meal for today. I have my Wegmans organic green juice. Um, then I have my lovely Justin's dark chocolate peanut butter cups and my smiley face. they're the eyes. Then I have peanut butter as the nose. It's unsalted and unsweetened Wegmans organic peanut butter. Then I have strawberries on the side as the blush for the face. And then the teeth is more peanut butter and organic blueberries. And then an organic banana as the mouth, the lips or whatever. So I'm about to dig in. It's about to be a nice, lovely, and healthy meal. Hallelujah. Hey y'all, and welcome back to My Uncomplicated Life. It's your girl Terry, and I am back with another video. This finance series, part 7. And in this episode or whatever, today, I am referencing the importance of really being able to not give up as you're building financially, to stay in the fight. Sometimes there's a lot of obstacles that come along the way to continue to reach your financial goals. And it can drain a person. It can be like, oh, well, I'm going so hard and, you know, um, it looks draining, or it looks like it's going to take a while to get to a decent position and stuff like that. But nah, it's through the journey, you grow. You learn new things about yourself, about the process, that you're like, oh, wow, like I can do this. I can do this by God's grace. That's what you really start to pick up on. The strength that you have through Christ, all my fellow believers, the strength you have through Christ. And yeah, journeys aren't always easy. There's going to be tests. There's going to be things that come up. And what do? They pull you in closer to God. They help you to be like, okay, God, I rely on you. There may be moments in which there's anxiousness and stuff. You're like, oh, well, I don't see how this is going to progress from here. And that's when you could be like, all right, I'll let Jesus take the wheel. He's brought me this far. He's going to continue to lead me and guide me. So, yeah, and never underestimate the power of prayer, and never underestimate the power of strategy. There's a lot of Bible verses about, working hard, keeping the faith, even your treasures, money, and that type of thing. And so Ecclesiastes 7:12, I believe, wisdom is a defense and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to him that have it. So, yeah, wisdom is important. Money is important. It's important to gain knowledge. All those things are important. So it's important to have these things. I've mentioned in this series too, I believe that money is a great resource to have. It gives access to different things. It shouldn't be idolized. It shouldn't be put on a pedestal, but it should be used as a tool and as a resource to have access to things. And I would like to say also too, of course, there's a thing where, like, even beyond money itself, like in order to save or in order to use the funds toward things that you want to use it toward, sometimes you may do an exchange with items. So let's say if you have something that someone else needs and they have something that you need, you may be in conversation. You may be like, oh, you have too many curtains. You have a whole curtain collection. I actually need curtains because I just moved to my new place. Oh, you do? Yeah, I have plenty of curtains. And then you may be like, oh, well, I have umbrellas. So you know what? do you need any umbrellas? And they may be like, oh yeah, I need an umbrella. It was raining a lot the other day. You just never know. So I'm using that example to say that there's sometimes things where you could trade with another person that you don't even have to go out to buy because they may have that item that you need and you may have an item that they need. Y'all can just do a little exchange. Everybody got what they need. Didn't have to, you know, use money to pay for it. You just swapped. Or you just give, receive. So, and there's also like um websites or apps that you can sell your own stuff too. Of course, people sell their things on Amazon, Poshmark. There's different types of things where if you have things that maybe you've owned for a while, they're still in really great condition, you just don't want it anymore, or it could even be brand new stuff that you don't want anymore. Just kind of repurposing them by selling them and still making a profit, and hopefully a decent profit at that. I think it's really important to try and, be able to get that value out of items if you can, unless the Lord is leading you just to donate it and, give it away for free. So, those are just some cool ideas, cool things to keep in mind. But ultimately, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, to trust God and to apply yourself. Sometimes the battle is in one's mindset. The person may have already mentally and emotionally given up on themselves, but it's like, no, you can go out and search and see what else you can do on your financial journey in order to reach the goals that you desire to reach. They're not unachievable. It's just, is your plan solid? Is it solid to where it needs to be? Think about it. Think about it. Is your plan really solid? When you think about that, you'll really start to realize, like, oh, there may be some holes in this plan that I can patch up to reach those goals that I desire. So really take heed to that, because like I said, your goals are not unachievable. They are actually achievable and attainable, especially if you created SMART goals, which is a whole acronym. If you don't know what SMART goals are, the acronym, I encourage you to look it up. But yes, one of the letters, the letter A in the acronym is attainable, achievable. You want to make goals that you can achieve, and also helping the goal to be achievable because you're doing things to set it up to where you will achieve it. You're like, oh, I'm going to do these small increments of things to reach a bigger, outcome. So yeah, I hope y'all learned something y'all could take away from this video. I encourage you to comment below something that either you did learn from this video, something you may want to look up, a term that I've used, or just something that you already know that you want to kind of let people know in the comments to be aware of. All right, take care. Have a blessed one. See y'all in the next video. Peace.